Hello and welcome. It is the 7th day of January 2021. It is that of 11:06 a.m. My name is Derek. All bets trades within the like. Well, it's each his own risk and their own reward. Bitcoin in at 39,220 US dollars, just a small bit away to 40K. And now it's a 2x move from the break of major resistance at the 20,000 level. This thing keeps on going higher. It's been hardly having any action. But before we get into this, let's take a little bit of housekeeping. And if you're interested in a little bit of Theta and Theta Fuel, having a small little giveaway this weekend within the National Football League wild card action. I haven't looked at many of these recent comments today, so I'm going to just go over them for the first time. But go to this video, which is NFL Wildcard Theta giveaway, and make your selections. And amongst it, we have, and this is what I'm looking for publicly subscribed. So if it works out that you win and I don't see this, it's almost going to be like KYC in a sense. You have to email me, just show me you're subscribed. I don't know. But anyway, so Cold Rounders in. Colts plus the 6 points and Bears plus the 10.5. The sides and totals are on the video. You can take the sides and totals of the 6 games for the weekend. Silver Stacking Guru. Browns plus the 6 Titans taking 3.5. See, I don't have this on, so Philosopher Bees, put that in. If you publicly subscribe, make sure you're subscribed. Seahawks and Rams, and Seahawks versus the Bears. Basically, if you're taking the Seahams to cover and the Saints, then that's what we're going to need. So I can write in here, is it the Seahawks and Saints to cover versus the spread? You wish. Also, you need to be public, and I'm bad spelling this, and even, no, subscribe I can spell. Confirmation I always spell wrong. I don't know why. I always correct it. Also, you need to be publicly subscribed to this video. If you're not sure how, then you can email me. Okay. All right. So that would be something like that. But yeah, that would be. Why is my keyboard not taking the L off? There we are. Okay, congratulations on your success giveaway. Of course, on your Moves Night channel, there's no bet there. How do I got 47 comments on here? This is it. And then we got, this is just a funny one. Look at this for 143 D1. Subscribe for 11 years. I mean, awesome. Thank you very much. Going with silver 47 and gold, or 4 and gold 79. The element symbols for gold and silver. Held for review. What do we got here? Now, I'm confused. Well, where are all the comments? It says I got a whole bunch of them. The 41 views and 8 comments. I mean, that's okay. I got it. So there's not much. There's not much for competition right now. It's going to close when the games start, 1 o'clock. I'll even put a comment on there, and so on and so forth. Okay, moving on. 39,580. Just within that little bit of work there. It'll probably be well over 40 when I finish this video. Who knows? Trendline analysis. Trend lines are breaking to the upside, and this is getting crazy. I mean, it's gonna be toppy at some point. I don't think you can be buying at this point. I don't know what to do if you're a long-term buying, because as I've been saying, on the break of 20, you buy. Yeah, I was saying that I thought it was good buys, and of course it has been. But as it keeps going higher, the buys become not as good. In fact, at some point it becomes don't buy, then it becomes huge sell kind of deal. And on the non-long-term time frames, I do not see buying on any means. It's either holding or selling, and probably selling. With that being said, maybe, maybe not. We are talking trend line analysis. Can this go to 50,000 soon? But then again, if that's the case, are you in, and how are you portion selling when I say selling as well too? I brought up Microsoft Paint. I've also pushed the print screen so I can just put this in. And if I draw some trend lines in here, it's just getting crazy. I can draw the trend lines that connects this, but I mean, now that's a clear break. Clear break. And that's huge. There was a small amount of this action in here. And then within today's and yesterday's session, well, now this thing could have the possibility of like a 15, 20, 25% day. We could follow through with 2-3 more of these. But then you're going to be expecting there's going to be some wild red candles down at some point as well too. Something to keep in mind as well. If you take a look at this even further, I mean, just quickly look at this on the weekly time frame. I could connect this trend line with this trend line, but from this high to this high, oh, we're a long ways away. It still really is just barely broke above it. And you know what? There's something else I was meaning to show too. And actually, before showing this, let's just change it up to look like this a bit. Yeah. So I'm going to print this and put this back into the paint. And we have resistance here. And as I mentioned, it's broken established resistance. But how big of a move could we have? And before I do this, what I want to do is I want to just copy and paste, say, this move that it had. So I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it. So here it is here. And if I go like this, I guess that's not the way I want to do it. But it really, a lot of it worked out to the very same correction. I mean, just how did I do it before when I was playing around with it? Maybe I did this. And then if I go like that, but regardless of what I wanted to do, what I wanted to do is go like this and take it from the resistance point and copy and paste it this way. So I'm going to copy this and paste this over this neckline. And just to keep in perspective, how much are we up at the 40,000 handle? On a mathematical level, this was $1,200. What's double 1,200? That's 2,400. So as we go back to the chart, there we can see there's your 1,200, and the 2,400 is back in here. So you can say all you want, the market being overextended. Now, at the time when it got to 2,400, what did the market conditions look like? Well, it topped at 2,967, so it did another 15-20% additional above a 2x break of previous high. It did so with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 consecutive days and 10 out of 11 on the upside, with the one down day being a nothing 3.6% move then. And the size of these moves were consistent. You had 6%, 8, 15, 13% up. Yeah, you know what, only 8 that day. But it was up more and it gave it back. And then it had some more consistent 16% up. And again, 16% up. After 5 days within correctionary moves, 2 red days down and 3 sideways days, price action nearly reaching 3,000 falls to $1,830, which was giving back noticeably more than 1/3 of its value. Just to keep in mind right now, 1/3 at 40,000 would be 12. And then afterwards, of course, you can see it just went on a tremendous run there after the fact, after it left the 18 average, going back in there one more quick, brief period of time in September. So it's up to you to decide how overextended is it? Is it a better sell? Is it a better buy? I'd be interested to hear what you have to say about this in the comments section below. I don't usually say stuff like that, and I normally don't even give out giveaways and don't this is not like a one-time offer, but it's a rare time offer. I don't expect to do another giveaway for a while after this. I'm actually trying to get a couple. I'm not going to say exactly a few of those things there, but just see some of the results and just go with it. Just see some other people who are publicly subscribed as well. What other comments I might get. That's some of the issues that I think is important as well. How much of it gets crossed over from sports fans? Do I see any questions about Theta wallets? There's a lot of curiosity things that I got, and for the reason in which that I'm doing this. All right. So yeah, this thing has been up consistently, pretty much every single day or week. 1, 2, 3, 4 up weeks in a row of 22, 11, 26. And 18. These numbers are just a bit better than what they were doing on the daily before. But on the daily, consistent gains higher. More of them, but we got 6, 8. We got 2, 9. And 9 was a huge one. So the gains aren't as big, but it's also been taking a little bit of a longer period of time. Let's continue on with more trend line analysis. Let's put a print screen on this and go back into Paint. Okay, well that trend line was broken way back when. And this trend line is the one that, you can't see the dates on your part of the screen, but this takes us to the middle of December. So within it, we have resistance around, it was like about the 17th of December here approximately. And then this was near Christmas, little after it, or maybe about the Christmas time here. And then early in 2021, it breaks out above this level. And normally when it breaks out, it doesn't hold. And shortly it didn't, because it recaptured its range, but it only recaptured the range for a short period of time. It is down here, it's supported, and it has this huge correctionary price move, but it obviously holds within this low here. And then as it spends the time in the 18 and comes back up to this line, it shows strength both within the resistance line as support and the 18 average of highs as support. And then you have this period in here, which is your exitation of it. And since then, it has had really just this phenomenal 3 or 4 5 periods ever since then after that. So that trend line has been taken out. Even if we get on the very, very short term, I mean, this thing showing no signs yet of losing control, but I mean, this could be breaking this line next, and then how do you do? You're going to have just another phenomenal game. So I see something like that. How do I see this more clearly? This is only like 10 or 12 periods. I mean, if it's the hourly time frame, it would be 4 times more. And on the 15-minute, it would be 4 times 4, 36 times more periods. So let's take a look at the hourly next and see what we can find from it. And we can see, you know what, I can tell that this line and this line hasn't hit yet. And then we got this line and this line here as well. They haven't hit. So let's just take a look at it from here. So this is just over the last couple of days or so. I mean, it hasn't hit this, and then you could say, well, how do I hit as many of these points? You could kind of say that is at the right rate of ascent that you want to use. Trend line, not an easy one. It's again something like this. We can see that one's already been breaking already. So that one, fantastic. But hey, maybe it comes up and it reaches this trend line. The rate that this thing has been going up is by far extremely phenomenal. My conservative target for this big leg higher has always been around 60,000. So it still has 20,000 to go to where I think the minimum really long-term level is. And it's doing such right now, obviously making its move on the now situation or that of the short-term time frame. And quickly, let's take an update on 2 other coins against altcoins against the Bitcoin. One is Theta, the other is Ripple. I'm hoping this goes down a bit more. I've had a couple of buy-ins come in, and just over the last few minutes, I see it's down. So I'm going to probably maybe sell some Bitcoin Cash for some Theta. Then after that, maybe some Ripple for some Theta. Then some Litecoin for some Theta. Because it's had a great run, and I'm just wanting to get some buybacks. And on the daily term time frame, it's Bitcoin down 10%. Right now, it is microscopically pierced below this Fibonacci line at 55.29. And it was support earlier. Not really, sort of, I suppose, but it did break down below here. And on the 15-minute term time frame, I see how just another exitation and a pretty decent one, a 2.45% completed 15-minute period, and it was down more. So I'm seeing this. What's already established a little bit of a lower move to 52. I would like to see and hope that this can come down to even 4,600, 4,500, and maybe this can happen because it's just up so much. And again, other coins are up a bit more. Ripple is up 36% against the Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash, that was down 2% more. It was down 4% last I seen. But that's my next in line to sell against the Theta. So amongst this, I mean, just big wild moves. It has this huge move going from 1684 to 42, and this big play down. I think I look at if it smells like a fish and looks like a fish and it acts, it probably will act like a fish. It will probably act like a fish and do what fish do. If it looks like a banker, smells like a banker, all that, it's probably going to act like a banker is probably going to do. And maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong, but I think a lot of this is pure FUD. Like they want to just on the spot of just scare people out and then mathematically take advantage of this sick, high volatile set of numbers. And it's just nothing right now, going from 630 to 9 and just 40 to 50% gain from these lows. Okay. Within the single hour term. Breaking out. I mean, it's had an attempt here to break out. Support showing straight at the 18 average of highs, and then one more leg higher. That's it. And then had lots of correctionary time than the bear market. And then gets above it on this one here, but this corrects well within the 18, exited at 2100 hours in yesterday's session, 22 hours even, and then gets above it nicely at 6 o'clock in the morning, up to close to 10,000 Satoshi. Back down to support, and now we see it back higher again. So this is magnificent to see for myself anyway, because buy low, sell high. I mean, it's at the point now where I'm hoping for everything but Theta to go up and Theta to go down. That's just basically how it is for me. And Bitcoin, you know what? I still like it going up because I'm considering putting a seller in pretty soon for it. But not that big of one, just like $300, $400 maybe. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a good day. Bye-bye.